warm up a little bit. Give it time to set up. Connect. I'm just going to connect. All right, I think that sounds pretty good. I'm gonna turn the music down a tad bit, talk over it a little bit. Today is Monday, March 31st, 2025. Welcome to Body Doubling with Channing. All right. I'm gonna hide that because we don't need that. All right. All right. Testing. How's my audio sound? All right. Let's see. All right. Welcome. Let's see. Let's get the bases down, shall we? Get the notes in. You know, let's timestamp it. Let's see. Where we at? Okay. What's up, Sonny? Thanks for joining. I'm glad you're here. Let's see. Today, we're just going to, that'll be our box for IG. How's that look everywhere else? I gotta make sure I'm framing it appropriately so everybody can see what's happening on all the various screens. Justin, what's up? I appreciate you joining, brother. Welcome, man. I'm glad you're here. today's theme is actually something we're going to work through together. A good friend of mine posted it earlier. And I'm going to pull it up just so I don't misquote it. In the meantime, let everybody join. So his post at Tez the Mind Doctor is about reciprocal determinism, and he gives some quick bullet points on it of what his viewpoint is. Just about it maintaining that the environment influences behavior, behavior influences the environment, and both influence the individual. So basically, if you change the way you think, act in your environment for growth, it'll happen. So just to put that shortly, let me just go ahead and, so normally we're going to do our note section so we can move it around. And like I said, Tez. All right. And I like this theme because it speaks to more of what body doubling is, you know what I'm saying? And also like to the genesis of Channing and Company, and the genesis of the logo for Channing and Company, but just that reciprocal nature of, collaboration and feeding one another, I just want to move it, dog. There we go. Collaboration is reciprocal. At least it should be. Good collaboration is. So we'll focus on that. Focus on the good. So this is kind of where it started, and this is kind of where we're going to be jumping off from for today's body doubling with Channing. As I do more of these, I'm like, slowly improving the little things. You figure out what works, figure out what doesn't, make adjustments on the fly, and do what we can. So I guess the theme, so maybe this will be the theme, but we'll probably come up with something else. But this is the general starting off point, the genesis. And so how that ties into body doubling. Let's do something a little different. or how that made me think about body doubling is a sense of like us showing up. I'm working on something. You all are hopefully working on something or just kicking it with me. And we make something, you know, we feed off the energy. People give suggestions, people make comments. So it's a very reciprocal environment. So yeah, let's note that down for the future watchers. You know, one day I will find a pencil that I like to write with, but this will be alright for right now. So like I said, these are the general note sections. This is where we'll be working from and jotting things down to keep track of our thoughts and ideas and concepts. And now what I have in mind is that I want to, well, dang it. I'm gonna do some like just quick thumbnails. You know, I figure we spend 15-20 minutes just kind of brainstorming ideas and kind of see where we go from there. Pick one and then refine it. So that's going to be the process. And it's just a good exercise to, you know, get the brain working, keeping details light. Being more fluid. You know, I'll make that out like that. Just gonna duplicate it out just so I can create 3 little panels. I'll tell you what, for right now, I'm also going to get rid of this box because I feel it's a little restrictive. So the reason why I'm making them smaller is because they are just meant to be thumbnails. And I'll probably make them smaller than this, honestly, just so I don't get too carried away on the concept. But I think this fits well for right now. So I like the idea of writing or speaking to I think, so how can we speak to, let's just start with reciprocity. All right. And then maybe let's look at, so let's start there. Reciprocity. Let's explore that concept. What does that look like? I'm just going to let the music play a little bit, and I'm gonna look up some things and find some inspiration. You know, just around the theme of reciprocity for right now. You know, what symbolizes reciprocity to you? Holla at me, man. Let me know your thoughts. Let's see what we can come up with. You know, hopefully it's not all on me. I drew a garden last time. The song was called Garden. And I think, obviously, the garden speaks to reciprocity. But I've already done that. So I kind of want to do something other than plant-based. You know, I kind of like the idea of, what does it look like? What does it look like for, you know, handshake? So we have a handshake and I. Once again, you know, the Channing & Co. logo, kind of, they fit into each other like that. So maybe I could, so what I'll do is I'll duplicate this over here. And then let's say we rotate this hand going up. Let's see. This is the beauty of being able to work, you know, digitally, is because you're able to explore ideas a tad bit faster, you know, and keep details, remove details, but be able to use something you've already created, something you like. At least for me. You know, something like that. Maybe for this one though, I'm actually gonna merge these down. I'm actually gonna delete all this. And what if I make the hands more like they're gripping fingers? Just make it a little more interesting. Maybe. Let's reduce this opacity a little bit. trying to find, what's today's, we'll keep it here for right now. We need something a little bit beat. Fast tempo, work fast. Ooh, actually, I'll take that back. I got what I want to do. So, yeah, we're gonna do this. Going to and we're gonna stay in this vein, keep it light, keep it fun. Let's see what that looks like though.
Wake up another day as I begin it with a prayer. Pistol on the chair, okay, begin with my affairs. See me in the city, boy, you're living on the ledge. Beat me to the demons, I just beat me to the feds. I just bought a couple checkers, cause it's like a game of chess. Beefing on the records, but I pray them niggas blessed. Feeding on my bitches, and I love to see it dressed. I wanna fuck them all, so forgive me, I'm obsessed. I'm a ball with my dog, standing tall in the arena.
So now what I'm doing, just gonna duplicate it, flip it. And that's roughly the idea.
I pray my niggas get that same chance. Double up the money, now I'm low, never jets. Flying over Paris and we smoking on the west. Face spark clean, that's the day into the death. Life is just a lease, I only own my respect. I see you getting money, now you beefing with your brother. Evil motherfucker wanna leave him in a butter. Feel full of greed, wouldn't even feed his mother. $250,000 in his Chevy, got a new one every summer. Pussy stars dropping as we running numbers up. Kill 20 niggas if you murder one of us. Can a nigga live, but the money is a must. I done seen better deals in the field dealing dust. Kilos from concurrent, I can leave them on the corner. Whack them in the Chevy, then put back up in the foreign. Stack your money tall, then get back up in the morning. Till you're back against the wall, then you shackled in New Orleans, nigga. I pray I never kill another man. Thankful that I'm richer than I've ever been. I wanna travel roads that I have never been. I pray my niggas get that same chance. Double up the money, now I'm low, never jets. Flying over Paris and we smoking on the west. Face spark clean, that's the day into the death. Life Life is just a lease, I only own my respect.
What up, Terrell? Welcome, brother. I'm glad you're here. Right now, I'm working on reciprocity. That's the theme for today, reciprocity. You know? So there's a little hand sign that I come across. It's like, man, it's pretty dope. So we may end up drawing that, honestly. You know, it kind of serves two purposes. And that's what I like about doing these, is when they serve multiple purposes. You know, just some rough ideas. I think I want to keep it more. And then, like, you know, what does the collar? What does the sleeve look like for both sides? Oh, well. Got that band play going. Got to turn that up. You know, Dolph. This may be the song.
The last time I kicked it with my dog, and man, that shit been stressing me. Is that you up there keep telling God keep blessing me?
Let's go with that for right now.
Right next to me. Come from shit, that's why I ball on them so heavily. Stack it, flip it, stack it again. That's my recipe. We made the rules, then broke the rules. We do what we want, little nigga. These diamonds just keep getting bigger. Ice cold like the winter. Her name, no, I don't remember. I see a big bag of money when I look in the mirror. Baby, what you see is what you get. I'm a street nigga, but I'm rich. Nigga, what you see is what you get. We in the Maybach truck ride with them sticks. Baby, what you see is what you get. I just put an ounce on my wrist. Nigga, what you see is what you get. I done fucked around and hit a lick. Hey, I know you heard about me, nigga. Go ask your bitch. Yeah, I got money calling, got these niggas calling quits. Yeah, I just smashed on once a name and scratched her off my list. And I just bought another lamb and parked it on my wrist. I hop out sipping walking tricks. Yellow diamonds when I piss. I know you never, ever seen me younger face like this. I'm about my cheddar mozzarella, never catch me in the mix. I put that metal on whoever, nigga, never go for shit. Yeah, I told you I was 6 playing sticks. Yeah, ain't 9 with that ass to this day won't go for shit. Yeah, I got money on my mind and on my line, I gotta get. Yeah, I'm addicted to the money, I'm a junkie, I'm just trying to hit another lick. Baby, what you see is what you get. Bitch, I'm a street nigga, but I'm rich. Nigga, what you see is what you get. We in the Maybach truck ride with them sticks. Baby, what you see is what you get. I just put an ounce on my wrist. Nigga, what you see is what you get.
All right.
I done fucked around and hit a lick. Whoa.
So I think we're going to move forward with this middle option. So now we're just going to sketch it, make it a little bigger. You know, the hands are a general circle. There's the arm. All right. So what I'm looking at hands over here, and I'm also looking at the the symbol. So I'm not missing anything.
Simple ain't it, I just wanna live amazing. Hundreds in the luggage in the pillowcases. Dedication, all I ever demonstrated. Diamonds on my neck look like they dripping in it. Washington always turn the block to Wall Street. Hit the game, fur coats on the floor seats. Got a shorty out in Philly on the northeast. Bella bottles, all the ballers where they supposed to be. Ass fat, only right to pop it slow. Kick off the heels, do it right and drop it low. My money know the reason why I got the most. But now we know the reason why we got a toast.
And I want it to be a pretty decent size. I want it to be the focal point, so it'll take up most of the graphic. But I also don't have it figured out. Like, how long do I want the fingers to be? I guess we're gonna keep a player on Spotify today, huh? Okay, yeah. This is when you gotta bend a few things to make it just look right.
Listen, faith is believing in what you can't see. Before it becomes reality, the seed is planted into the dream. And without faith, it is impossible to believe. Oh, but if you can look past what you see right there, because what you see is all you see, then you do not see all there is to be seen. We gotta believe. Remember what you sow, you soon shall reap. You can move mountains with just a mustard seed. A mustard seed of faith can conquer your enemies. Turn the smallest dream into seismic realities. So wake up each day with a smile on your face. Don't let nothing take your faith away.
Mustard, get up! Mommy said get up now. We're gonna be late for school. Come on!
So, all right. So this is where we are right now. What time is it? 8:46. This may be something I'll finish throughout the week. But let's see. Let's make a little bit more headway, shall we? Okay. Not focus on the music so much and just draw. All right.
On stop, I was running through tires like chicks on tour. And if I'm at the game, you can bet your bottom dollar that I sit on floor. And if I'm at the fight, you can bet your bottom dollar sweat hit my whore. Won't take no loss, won't take days off. We go so hard until we fall. Won't take no loss, won't take days off. We go so hard until we fall. Nigga used to dream, my reality is a dream now. Nigga used to dream, my reality is a dream now. I'm living out my dreams now. Living out my dreams.
All right.
Sitting in the trap like that, trying to turn a couple grams to a couple $100 grand. I grew up in the town, they don't make it out up. If you black, you don't live to see a man. You seen 21, you the one the lottery. Talking friends where the streets stand, took a lot from me. I washed up from a robbery. Now your name 4657239 B State property. Yeah. You had a dream, now you living out a nightmare. You almost made a little nigga, you was right there. Now you released it, it's in another light, yeah. Yeah, and it's quite clear. All you needed was a little bit of guidance. In your household, it was just silence. You was your own mother and your father. How the hell you supposed to know what to do when nobody showed you the ropes? All they showed you was pistols and dope. Game flags in the land with no hope. Where every fit have in a different hood. Make it out and they still want you in the hood. Your own homies don't want you living good. Niggas for themselves, get it understood. It's just a playground full of moon swings. Die for the color of your shoestrings. Wish they had a different way to do things. You either had a rap book or had a hoop drink. El Segundo slots. Me and Nick, some young bosses. Never taking no losses. Check the garments, nigga, like marbles. Won't take no loss. Won't take days off. We go so hard until we fall. Won't take no loss. Won't take days off. We go so hard until we fall. Nigga used to dream, my reality is a dream now. Nigga used to dream, my reality is a dream now. I'm living out my
Alright. But I like this finger, and this finger, other finger's a little fat, so we're gonna switch it around a little bit and now work backwards. And so now you know, this is just a little refining. Keep some consistency in the hands as well. And now also figure out, like, okay, where we at? How do we look overall? You know, I think it's coming together. I actually want to keep those details, but not that one. Let's see. And now I think I'm going to move the thumb up a little bit. Moving the thumb up, elongating the hand. Like that. Just going to throw the nail in there for some context. Like that. A little too thin. A little too much. We need to figure out a nice little in between these two lines, in my opinion. All right. Now, let's flip it back. Let's erase everything but the thumb, because that's really all I want. So I can move it up a little bit. Actually, I take that back. I'm gonna need more than that. Let's just duplicate it all together. Let's clip this. There. Just so I can see where I'm at. You guys can see where I'm at, and we'll work through it.
Yeah. Look, you ain't a man till you stop chasing your friends, my nigga. Think for yourself, make your own plans, my nigga. I'd be lying if I said I ain't understand, my nigga. Cause who you gonna follow when the leaders all get swallowed by reefer clouds and bottles in and out of county jail? This is hell, see the young black males and pack cells with their heads down and they fists clenched tight, thinking I can bust a hole through this wall. And bitch, I just might. It's just like the caged bird, I sing a song, hoping they open up these bars and send a nigga home. I cry when I'm alone, I'm wondering why would God send me here, knowing that they hate us, knowing that they make us feel like we evil, so we kill our people without a second thought. In every lesson taught by OGs, we full of real nigga wisdom, so we proceed like real niggas who been stripped of our humanity. I see the judge's eyes, I know that he ain't understanding me. A caged bird. Caged bird. Yeah, caged bird. Freedom's just an illusion, that's my conclusion. And if it ain't, then how my niggas keep on losing theirs? This goes out to childhood friends that's doing years. Prison tats on their backs like souvenirs.
always important to name your layers.
And can you find peace when you release? Still filled up with rage, back on the streets, just to peep that you still in the cage.
Well, it's the oratory vet, turned down king / poet laureate. Used to paint a picture with a story of neglect. I could have been the shorty pushing 40s on the steps, with a shorty on my left, with a shorty on the way, coming shortly to protect. I could have been the dealer in the party with the ex, but I'm hardly in the mix, and I partially confess. I definitely got a couple parts of me that I regret. It's a cup half empty, or is it half full?
Alright.
With Hennessy, then get back to 'em.
Alright, so we got our rough lines.
You think you stand up for something, you wanna try.
I'm gonna move her a little bit more to make it centered. Let's go back to the
drinking cognac, I'm past winning. A sexy dress, fast ass in it, but still hit it till I'm half-winded. Cause niggas tell me I'm the shit when I be hitting all these dimes. See, I'm caged by the visions that are blind. I started as a king, turned to a slave. Put us in our chains, we was forced to entertain. Thinking about the present day, I'm living off the stage. Wonder if a nigga ever
Just moving our hands a little bit closer. And I may do something like
Freedom's
that.
just an illusion, that's my conclusion. And if it ain't that, how my niggas keep on losing theirs? This goes out to childhood friends that's doing years. Prison tats on their backs like souvenirs. We wish that you was
Okay.
here. Our mother's tears spilled on this page. Our mother's tears spilled on this page. How many days left? And can you find peace when you release? Still filled up with rage, back on the streets, just to peep that you still in the cage. Man.
I'm gonna use a more finite pen for this, just because I want to block the colors in a little bit quicker. And yeah.
Yeah. Let me take you on a day. We ain't gotta wait. Tell me if you got an ex nigga in the way. Stay. I just wanna get a little taste, and I see you keep your body in shape. Look, I just wanna that. Damn, you look good. Damn, you look good, girl. Ain't you look good? Niggas stop. Niggas came in 2 shots. I'm waiting to hit sugar free quick and 2 pockets because T-shirt, flannel, no clothes. A party and a party if my nigga can't smoke. Here we go. Let me make it.
We'll figure something else out though with that. No disrespect, but not the vibe right now.
Really depend on your position.
While I'm doing that, I'll just replay where I'm at right now and give me a break. So right now I'm just mapping out thumbnails, general concepts. I like the second one, so it's a multi-purpose, so move forward with that one pretty quickly. And now it's just mapping in the rough line art as I figure out what next I want to listen to. And I came across this earlier, and it's a vibe, man. You know, remind me of early like 2000s, you know. Maybe. Don't quote me on that. And so now I'm just really looking at the rough line arts and kind of figuring out how I want it to look, you know, and letting those kind of guide me. It's a little more free flow than I typically would do, but you know, allows you to kind of color block it and see what you're working with. You know, see if anything stands out to you. And I'm coloring on different layers because I'm not 100% sure yet on the placement. So and it's 9 o'clock, so we've been here for a good hour. I'm going to get this to a decent point on coloring and then come back and work on it a different day later this week. You know, I may hop back on and have a part 2 or something. More impromptu. And we can finish it together. And the reason why I use this is because the other pencils have breaks in them, breaks in the pixels, so I can't quickly fill in the colors like I am right now. So that's why I'm using this like hard ink. You know, last week I went with a more chalk, softer pastel feel, and I may do the same thing here. But I just kind of want to get the general shapes in, general colors, and figure out where we want to go from there. You know, because this is going to be on the inside of the hand. Go ahead and throw a palm in here. But actually, I think yeah. And honestly, we're gonna have to change this hand altogether. You know, it's a very iterative process. So as I said earlier, we are exploring the concept of reciprocity. this is an infinity handshake that I think that calls back to General Training and Company and collaboration being reciprocal, but also my logo, and also the hand sign itself. I think is really clever and unique, and I like it. And I'll be able to use it. To speak to multiple see this person's finger on it, but it's like really turned in, and I don't know if I like that or not. But let's just do it and see if we like it, and then go from there. I typically, don't like to have so much detail. I want to keep it very like cartoony almost, so like I don't want to get too anatomied out with it. And I feel like that's what this is giving me, so I'm gonna no-go on that. I'm gonna keep it just something similar to this, and I'll probably move in the thumb a little bit. But let's just go ahead and finish this real quick.
Dirty money in the envelope. Cuban links would always hit.
Where you been all my life? I've been watching and looking at all your mentions. I've been searching for you like a search engine. It really don't make no sense how bad you are. When God created you, he made a star.
Can't go wrong with E40, man. He always gonna E40 is always gonna give it to you.
We can get the matinee and go to lunch at Nova. But you on your vegetarian, so I ordered tofu. It's not gonna mind you know that I had to pop my peas. I'm from the game, I'm wavy like the 7 Seas. I can do it nice and slow, I can pick up speed. When I leave, your pillow gon' smell like some Creed. You a Chanel wearing, Birkin back carrying, drop a clearance steering, wifey material, the type of woman I wanna be married. Got an amazing Louboutin and purse collection. I gotta pull you aside and ask you one question. Ooh.
I'm on the bushes turning pages with a centerfold. Touching paper, dirty money in the envelope. Cuban links would always ended up in Mexico. A fetish for
Starting to storm. Okay. Alright, well, duplicate this so I can erase one side and then have the other side. Delete that side. Alright. Not 100% sure yet on this, so I'm gonna leave this alone for right now. And I think I'm gonna increase this hand size a tad bit. I like that. I gotta figure out a nice little contrasting back color to kind of throw in there for now. And then maybe like a bright yellow. What does that look like? It's a little too much, huh? I like that for right now. Nice neutral. Alright, now I'm just gonna throw in some rough. Just refine the line on a tad bit, and then I'll call it a night. Just get to a place where, you know, post as a story or something. So this is gonna go on top of everything because it's gonna be more refined. And honestly, I'm going to reduce the pencils a little bit, so the pencils don't conflict with the line art. Sometimes it can be hard to see. Alright.
get it. I'm the man. I'm the man. Cell phone jumping in. I'm thumbing through 100 grand hustle. Pessimism is all that she know. Cause every brother she go with always pick up and go. I've been trying to show you something, got a different approach. Trying to give me your heart, try to get you the globe. How the world, baby girl, live it up. You deserve every time she catch feelings, she go throw away the gloves. We go together, break up. We go together, break up. Ain't this an insecure bitch, meaning we love to make up. When we good, shawty, we on there, make love. But if I call you out your name, I bet you ready to. You say you ready, you ain't ready enough. Cause when it fall right in your lap, you be ready to get up. This is her, this is her, this is it. This is sabotage love, trying to fit. She shit, she the one. She got cold feet, my love, be the sun, get it done. This is her, this is her, this is it. This is sabotage love, trying to fit. She shit, she the one. She got cold feet, my love, be the sun, get it done. What's up?
So it's one hand done for right now. Now let's do the other. I gotta throw some words in there, otherwise, they may try to take me down. So bear with me.
Sabotage love, trying to fit. She shit, she the one. She need now, she ain't never needed love. Let her go, let her leave. This is something that can never ever be. Set our hearts in a cage. Cause if you never love, you can never hate. Marinate,
I'm gonna keep the pencils in there a little bit because I like the rough feel of it a little bit. But the drummer's snapping, so I'm gonna let him snap.
Fucking cough drops, nigga.
right. It's 9:20. We put a solid hour in. A quick recap. I was watching a video earlier from my friend Tez the Mind Doctor. Zoom in a little bit. On IG, he put a post up about reciprocal determinism. So go check that post out. But it really speaks to you shaping your environment shaping you, you feeding it feeding you. And I think that speaks to just a general idea of Channing and Company, and the general idea of body doubling was we come together, collective energy, we throw ideas at the board, see what we can come up with, and hopefully end with a drawing for the day. And whatever you guys worked on, you know, it's an hour that we put out into the universe of work and focus on something, or just doing chores, or just meditating, or reading a book, whatever. But the collaborative energy is reciprocal. And I think this hand sign, which symbolizes an infinity, speaks to that. It speaks to, you know, it speaks to a flow of energy. I think just inherently, you know, like, that's the beauty of it. You know, it's a perpetual spring, you know. So, who knows? Like, I think, actually, I like that a little bit. So, you know, we can infer it a little bit as well, you know, in the background. Let's throw this behind everything. You know. Because it's there now. Something like that. Something like that. You know, let's add some like graffiti in there a little bit, you know. Just add a little bit of flair, you know. Some dimension to the work. Yeah, so this is body doubling. It's rain outside, drawing inside, you know. Got a few eyes on me, a few people dedicated to getting the work in. We've been going for about 78 minutes according to YouTube. So, you know, I was gonna call it quits, but this is kind of my thing where I kind of get a little cool idea and I kind of want to explore it. And this is typically what makes me late to things, is this right here. you know, getting to a point and calling it quits are good enough for the night. But it's time to go eat, so this will have to do for now. Very similar to the other one. I'll leave it like that for right now. Well, I appreciate you all joining me once again. I'll do one little recap, and I will call it a night. So here we are, just finding and discussing a theme of reciprocal determinism. Thinking of body doubling with chanting being a collaborative space, it's reciprocal. So body doubling is a reciprocal environment. Now here I am just mapping out thumbnails, some general concepts and ideas. I found one I liked, so we just went ahead and did it. So here I am doing the rough lines, mapping it out, getting a feel for it, the general shape, keeping everything rough, balancing it out a little bit. Now adding some just base colors, some blocking the colors in so I can see how it looks visually with a little bit more detail. Here I am working on a thumb. Decided to go back, keep it cartoony, don't worry about too much of the anatomy of it all. I may change that later on, but for right now, probably not. And now I'm just adding color. Adding a little bit more refined line art, but still not final. Yeah. Keep that for right now. It's not correct, but it gives a good feel for what I want to do to it later, so I'll keep the note. But yeah, this is it. I can't leave that. Gotta fix it. It's going to bother me. Alright, there we go. That looks better. Here we go. Body doubling with chanting. I appreciate you all joining me tonight. I will finish this throughout the week, or we may work on it next week. We'll figure it out. But let's sign it. You know, everything we do with love. Like a wood block print or something it is. Or like a See? There goes the ADD, boy. Okay. Alright, y'all. Have a good night. I appreciate you. See you next week.